Intro. Welcome to this chilling tale, everyone. If you're sitting on the edge of your seat already, you've come to the right place. I'm here to share a story that will leave you questioning your own safety and maybe even how prepared you are for an unexpected intruder in your home. But before we dive into the heart-pounding details, let's take a moment to say thank you to those of you who have already subscribed. Your support means the world to me. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future episodes where I'll be sharing more stories like this one. Let's get started. Story. A few years back, I found myself renting a cozy little house in Northern California, nestled just outside the suburbs. The area was quiet and secluded, offering that perfect balance between solitude and community. There were no streetlights around, making it pitch black at night, especially on cloudy evenings like the one when everything changed. I had just finished an exhausting shift with extra hours of overtime work. As I pulled up to my house in the middle of winter, a thick blanket of clouds hid any moonlight that might have illuminated my way home. My headlights cut through the darkness, casting eerie shadows as I parked my car outside the front door. Then, something unusual caught my attention, a faint whiff of cigarette smoke hanging in the air. Could someone be watching me? I thought to myself, feeling a chill run down my spine. But I brushed it off and stepped out of the car, trying not to let my imagination get the better of me. As I approached the front door, my heart was racing, but I forced myself to remain calm. Once inside, I closed and locked the door behind me. Just another day, I muttered to myself, though a nagging feeling in the back of my mind told me otherwise. The house felt different somehow, a chill that wasn't just from the cold air outside. I tried to shake off the unease by making dinner and settling down for some quiet time. But as night fell, so did any sense of security I might have had. I heard a faint creaking sound coming from somewhere downstairs. It was almost imperceptible at first, but it grew louder, more insistent. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the house, like something heavy hitting the wooden floorboards below me. My heart pounded in my chest as I realized what this meant. Someone had broken into my home. Should I call for help? I thought, reaching for my phone. But before I could dial, another sound caught my attention. A faint shuffle and then a hushed whisper from downstairs. Panic set in as I realized the intruder was moving through my house. I quickly made a decision. I needed to find somewhere safe, somewhere they wouldn't think to look. And that place was up in the attic, behind the door of my closet. With trembling hands, I opened the closet and climbed into the small ladder leading to the attic space above. It felt like an eternity as I pulled myself upwards, my heart thumping wildly against my ribcage with every creak of the floorboards below me. Once up in the safety of the attic, I sat there in silence, listening intently for any signs that he might find me. My mind raced through all the worst-case scenarios. How would I defend myself? Would anyone hear if something happened to me? Then came a series of noises downstairs, the sound of someone rifling through my things, moving furniture around. The intruder was searching every room, looking for anything valuable or useful. Can you imagine being in that position? I ask you now, knowing that an unknown threat is just feet away from you. I stayed hidden there for what felt like hours, listening as the intruder moved through my home with a sense of purpose that chilled me to the bone. He was thorough, checking every drawer and cabinet, tossing aside anything he deemed worthless. Eventually, I heard him move towards the side door, an exit point he could use to make his escape. The sound of metal scuffling against wood told me he had forced it open. A crowbar, perhaps? It was a stark reminder that this wasn't just a break-in, but an assault on my personal space and safety. But then came the moment I'll never forget. The intruder stepped away from the door, heading down the hallway. My heart leaped into my throat as he approached my bedroom, knowing full well it was my sanctuary, my last line of defense. I held my breath, praying silently that he would pass by without noticing me. And then, a loud noise. A single knife clattering to the floor from where I had kept it in the kitchen. He must have taken it and dropped it while searching for other items. The room fell eerily silent after that, and I knew what I needed to do, call for help. I moved quietly back down into my closet and grabbed the landline by the bed, quickly dialing 911 with shaking hands. "Hello, this is from," I managed to say through gritted teeth. "There's an intruder in my home." The dispatcher was calm and professional, guiding me through what to do next. Meanwhile, I stayed hidden until the police arrived, their flashlights cutting through the darkness of my living room. When they came upstairs, they searched every corner, finding cigarette butts along the fence line outside, signs that someone had been watching my house for days before breaking in. They also found traces of methamphetamine use, confirming our worst fears. This wasn't a random break-in but a targeted attack on me and my home. The next day, I took action. The door was repaired as quickly as possible, and motion lights were installed around the perimeter of my property. I ran cables up into the attic so that I'd always have a means to call for help if needed again. Living through this experience taught me more than just how to protect myself. It showed me the importance of being prepared and vigilant. Every night since then, before going to bed, I've practiced getting out of my bed, moving quietly to the closet, and climbing into the attic or crawl space behind it. What would you do if faced with a similar situation? That's what I ask myself every time I run through these drills. It's not just about survival. It's about reclaiming control over your environment and safety. This experience changed me in ways I never thought possible, but it also gave me the tools to face any future challenges head on. And for that, I am grateful. In closing, if there's one thing I want you to take away from this story, it's this. Always be prepared, stay vigilant, and know how to protect yourself when faced with danger. Your safety is your responsibility, and it starts by taking proactive steps today. Thank you for listening. This narrative encapsulates the harrowing experience of a home invasion, emphasizing the importance of preparation and vigilance in ensuring personal safety. If this story resonates with anyone who has had similar experiences or wishes to learn from them, please share your thoughts below. Your insights could help others navigate through difficult times as well. Stay safe, be prepared. This narrative is a blend of real-life scenarios and fictional elements designed to highlight the importance of personal safety measures. If you have any questions or need further advice on security practices, feel free to reach out for guidance tailored to your specific situation. Your well-being matters most. Stay vigilant, stay safe. Feel free to share this story with friends, family, and anyone who might benefit from these insights into personal safety and preparedness. Together, we can create safer communities by sharing knowledge and experiences. Thank you for being part of this conversation on security and resilience. Your feedback is invaluable as we continue to build a supportive network for all. Remember, it's okay to seek help when facing challenges like these. Thank you again for your attention and commitment to safety. Your safety is priority one. Feel free to connect with us for more resources on personal security and preparedness strategies. Together, we can.